London, everyone. It is June 27 or 28 now, 2025. Welcome to a first impression video of a game called Shadowgate. And from what I understand is that this game, Shadowgate, used to be an old PC game on the Apple and some other system, maybe like a Commodore or something. But then I guess was also ported over on Super Nintendo. So this is, I guess, a remake of those two games. I've never played Shadowgate, but I saw the trailer for it. I'm looking at this picture. I'm sorry, it just looks so freaking awesome to me. Oh, that's so cool. And this music. Wow. I love it. Okay, well, yeah, I have no experience with this, but the trailer looked really cool to me. And just hearing this music is really cool. I hear it's more of like a point and click type of story-rich type of RPG. Possibly even on rails, and I think it looked like at least was first person. So let's start it. Oh, choose your experience, normal or classic. For players new to first person adventures, does not require deep knowledge of the Shadowgate universe. That's normal or classic. For players familiar with Shadowgate and first person adventure games in general. What? New to first-person adventures. So this is the normal. For a player that's new to it, does not require deep knowledge of Shadowgate. But this one, for players familiar with Shadowgate. Well, I'm not. Okay, we will go with normal then. Not new though to first-person adventures, but let's try it. Hopefully I can learn something about it.
A great quest. Certainly it shall be these things. But for you, young Jer Cuthager, soldier of Windermere, could it not be so much more? In dreams, I have come to you, beseeching, entreating. Ride south, boy. Take naught but a dirk, a torch, courage. Ride south from Rivellin, around the southern arm, through the Waven Fair Wood, past Myrithath, beyond the citadel of Murlach Tor, and the spires of Gimdane, and the darkness of Tarketh's Pass.
Okay, all locations that mean nothing to me, but I'd like to learn.
In wait. Under the shade of the mountain range, none have entered, either on foot, on mount, on wing.
So I had this game for quite some time now.
The oldest of spires, it harbors that which has been spoken of in whispers and ascribed to legend. Shadowgate, the living castle.
Yeah.
But all is not as it should be. One of our own is now our great bane. A blight upon us. He has brought the ancient keep low, and it now lies fallow. It is there that you will find me, Blackmere of the Circle of 12. It is there that you will find this great quest. It is there that you will find yourself.
Moyne and Lachlan have come. The Bruce will come too. Oh, this is so great. But yeah, if you remember, I mentioned, you know, just in the past that I have a crap ton of games just I've been sitting on from past years. You know, I would get them during sales, and then the amount I have is just more than I can keep up with to make first impression videos, and my time and just the other games that I want to play. So yeah, I'm just now getting around to this one. Another one I've been sitting on for a good long time also is Sanctuary RPG. So I just installed that one, and would like to try that out as well. Welcome to the tutorial. Gameplay tips will appear at appropriate times to teach you the mechanics of the game. You can turn these tips on or off, or change the command system at any time in the settings tab of the option menu. Click the X button to close a gameplay tip. The command system, click on any object in the game and command icons will appear in a circle around the object. Click on a command icon to use that command on the selected objects. For example, to take that skull on the ground, first click on the skull and then on the take icon, which looks like a hand. Got it. Oh, that's just... I love it. It's simple, but just great. Inventory sections. Objects in your inventory are sorted into four different sections. Spells are in the spells section. Objects that can be equipped are in the outfit section. Books and scrolls are stored in the archive section. Everything else is kept in the item section. Here's Dirk. Look at it. Reading your map. Click and drag to move around the map. Use the... what is that? Plus? I don't know, but... well, this thing. And icons on the compass in the lower left of the map to zoom in and out. Click the middle of the compass to recenter the map on your current location. The room you are currently in will be highlighted. As you discover different areas of Shadowgate, those areas will be added in the drop-down menu in the upper right of the map. Okay. I get it. Okay, let us do this. Okay, that you will find yourself, so, picking up from where the narrator left off. With Lakmir's words echoing about your head, you stumble a bit until the world ceases its lurching. You stand before the Gatekeeper Mountain. An ornate door, framed by a series of skulls, is fashioned into the rock wall. Something doesn't make sense to me. With Lakmir's words echoing about your head, you stumble a bit until the world ceases its lurching. Okay, is it like you got a headache? You stand before the Gatekeeper Mountain. An ornate door, framed by a series of skulls, is fashioned into the rock wall. So I'll take that skull. I'll put it in here. That makes sense. I want to put the freaking skull there. Hit Yorick? As you begin speaking to Yorick, he interrupts. You better be sure you want my advice before you speak to me again, 'cause I'll be giving hints next. Oh, okay. No, I don't. Yeah. Thick green roots twist through the dense foliage. Oh no, not that one. Oh, okay. I picked up the skull. Okay, that skull gives me hints. That's a key. That's a root. Okay, I thought this was something. I'm going to take that key. Objects, a key you take are stored in your inventory. Click on the satchel in the lower left corner of your screen to open your inventory. You can use commands on objects in the inventory. Okay, yeah, I get it. To use one object on another, first select the object you would like to use and the use wrench icon. Then click what you would like to use that object on. For example, to use that key to unlock the door, first select the key and the use icon and then click on the door. You can open or close objects like unlock doors by selecting the object and then the open close icon. Open or close objects like unlock doors by selecting the object and then the open close icon. That is it. You turn the key, unlocking the door. After a moment, you toss the key aside. Okay, because probably we don't need it anymore. Torch. Use the torch. Look at torch. As a moth is drawn to flame, you stare mesmerized at the flickering flame of the torch. This is too cool. You can use the go commands or double click to go through open doorways, down hallways, and up ladders and flights of stairs. In some cases, you can also use the go command to move to a spot of interest within a room. Wow, without a warning, a pair of glowing
was a
eyes.
fool to send a child to do that which even the vaunted Circle of 12 could not. Contain my growing power. Come if you wish. It makes little difference. Seal your fate within this living castle of the dead.
Dark voice invades. Do you see the lever on the right? Because it is a stationary, non-takeable object. The use command behaves differently. Simply select the lever and then select the use button icon. This is the same as using thyself on an object. The apparition fades, leaving a trail of cold air behind it. The door opens with an eerie creak. As a moth is drawn to flame. Oh no, that's nothing. I could take the torch and I will take the torch. With a squeal of protest, the lever begins to move. A few moments later, a stone slides away from the wall, revealing an opening that holds a key. A strange pattern unlike anything you have seen before is carved into this solid iron door. The door is locked. The circular hatch is made of strange stone, set securely within a mortared base. Some enchantment has sealed it shut. Perhaps a magic spell would open the latch. What is that thing? Oh, that's... I left. You struggle with both hands to turn the key, and a stubborn lock, a satisfying click, echoes through the chamber as you toss the key aside. In the lower left, next to the satchel, is the map. The map keeps track of everywhere you've been, as well as any interesting things you might have seen. Click on the map to open it. The back arrow. Oh, okay, that's what I clicked on. That's a back arrow? Oh, I see how that is. Okay. In the lower right, next to your torch, is the back arrow. I see how that's an arrow, yeah. Select the back arrow to go back to the room that is behind your current room on the map. What do they want me to do? The tip. You look upon yourself with apprehension, not knowing whether you are fully prepared for this strange adventure. What are you trying to tell me? You can save and load games at any time, and that's important since Shadowgate is a dangerous place. Click on the gear symbol in the upper right corner to open the save and load. I know about that. There are also keybinds for doing quick save and quick loads. You can learn spells from certain books and scrolls. First open the book or scroll and then look at it to read it. Every spell does something different and will only work when cast on certain objects or in certain places. You can cast a spell by selecting it from the spell tab in your inventory, clicking on the use icon and then on an object or room. You scan the ancient manuscript, noticing most of the language is unintelligible. However, one particular word stands out from the rest. Invocan. In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power and quickly write down the strange marking in your spellbook. You have learned it. Glimpses some spectral person at the edge of your consciousness. Okay. Save it. Strange markings and glyphs line the stone pillar that enshrouds that statue. One that depicts a hooded figure with a darkened visage. A scroll. A rolled up parchment is secured with a dab of wax candle. Should I open it? You carefully open the scroll. You read the message scrawled on the note. Fandril, this missive is of utmost importance. We must coordinate our efforts. Seek my obelisk in the Acolyte Den below the sewers. I fear the worst is upon us, but I have plans in motion that may yet avert disaster. It is signed with the name Lakmir. So I'm guessing because it's letting me take so many torches that my torch can die out. Giving the skeleton a quick once-over, you find no obvious cause of death. You do, however, have a bad feeling about this. Ooh. Use skeleton. Open skeleton? What is a... You pat down the corpse. Your rough handling produces a piece of parchment and a scroll, which you put in your pack. You read the hastily scrawled writing on the parchment, since it is the only means to capture and control the elements. You must hide the silver orb behind or beyond the waters of the sewer. It's brittle to the touch. I'm afraid I might destroy it, so... A damp, musty breeze wafts out from behind an altar set within the stone alcove. You note that the long hallway continues further into the mountain. Interesting. You can search and loot various objects in the game by selecting the object and then selecting either open or use. The contents of the object will be automatically added to the appropriate tabs in your inventory. Searching objects include corpses, desks, bags, chests, etc. By open or use. Okay. If you want to see which objects in a room are interactable, use the Show Objects keybind F2 by default, and the objects will pulse. Hit the keybind again to return them to normal. The skull has a deep gouge in the back of its head, a telltale sign of a death blow from an axe. This hand-stitched sack is made from the hide of an animal. Which animal, however, is uncertain. You know, let me try this because the circular indent in the archway suggests that something belongs in that slot. You are physically incapable of getting the skull in the slot. It simply will not fit. Pitted with age-old rust. Oop. Deep scratches and marks mar the surface of this otherwise simple door. This solid wood door is banded in iron. With a creak of protest, the door opens. I love the imagery. This is really a super game, guys. I love it. Super cool. In certain difficulty modes, only commands pertinent to the selected object will appear on the wheel. Only commands pertinent to the selected object will appear on the wheel. However, commands that do not appear on the wheel can still be performed using keybinds. You can view and set keybinds in the options menu. You can also hide the UI elements by using the Hide UI keybind, bringing each element up only when required or if moused over. Oh. The figure carved on the lid of this tomb has a mischievous feral look to it. It is holding one upside down. A bas relief carved on the tomb is of an ancient figure brandishing a sword. This guy's holding a shield. Has been carved into the sarcophagus. Cowled, shadowy figures carved on the lid of this crypt. I'm getting sleepy, guys, so it's like I put myself asleep just by reading this. The likeliness of a regal figure has been engraved on the lid of this tomb. The mighty punch and force it downwards. You hear a mechanism release and then a rumbling beneath you. You jump back as the tomb in the center of the room slowly moves across the floor, revealing a stairway leading downward and leading down. Okay, I don't know if I want to open anything, but let's go ahead and go down. Key binding. You can key bind anything in your inventory and some UI items. Yorick, thyself and your current torch. To the 0 to 9 number keys. Select the object and hold Control and press one of the number keys on your keyboard. Now anytime you want to use that object, simply press the number key you assigned to that object and then click the object you want to use it on. Okay. This room reminds you of the Elven Funhouse at King Otto's Fair. You remember taking your sister, hoping to lose her in the reflective maze. Okay. So. Is that how you set to do it? Seated at the bottom of the opening is a metal door, locked securely in place. The room, filled with mirrors, wrapped in an oily, it will make an excellent torch. You see a warped reflection of yourself in the mirror, noting that you look nothing like when you started this adventure. Really getting super freaking tired. You see a warped reflection. Something is here. This rock. Large boulder with veins of quartz running through it. You rummage through the sack and find a scroll. You put this in your satchel while discarding the sack. Worn and crinkled, it is made of pressed wood pulp. Brittle to the touch. While the writing is difficult to discern, you manage to glean a few key phrases. The danger is real. Alert the surrounding lands. Seal off the passages into the Gatekeeper Mountains. The wax seal shows an eagle in the flight and is signed by someone named Fandrel. I may as well just open it. Can I hold I for my inventory? Let's open this. Why not? You read the message scrolled on the paper. Brown, I have your dog. If you wish to see the flying ace again, then bring the 3 pumpkins to the place beyond the harvest door. Be wary, for only one outfitted in a mask for the hallowed eyes can gain entrance. There you must carve my visage and illuminate the sacrifices in the field of jack-o'-lanterns. Then I will be freed and this will all end. Cordially, DP. Okay. Well, I'm gonna freaking go to sleep, guys. I'm super tired. Oh my. Yeah, I've been out like pretty much all day. I'll save it over that. I have to say, I'm really enjoying this so far. It's different and also relaxing at the same time. It's an RPG, like light and pretty much on rails, and it is, point and click like what it says. But it has, a lot of the elements that make an RPG, with having an inventory and record keeping, spells, things like that. But it's a bit more controlled. Your movement is limited, like as I said, is on rails, and it's heavy on puzzles. So it's a different kind of RPG, and so far I have to say I am enjoying it. I just wish I was out of it. Not out of it, less out of it. And I should do this tomorrow. I think I have a pretty slow day tomorrow, so I can invest more time in it. And I'm just super tired. Okay, guys, so thanks so much for watching. I hope you still enjoyed regardless of that, and see you.